Where are you supposed to put your litter robot, especially if you live in an apartment? If you have a litter robot from Whisker, and it doesn't matter which model you have, they actually make credenzas, which are enclosures specifically designed for the litter robot. They have a couple of different options, but today we're going to be looking at the Coastal Credenza. It's totally normal to want to hide your litter box, especially when you have company over. But if you have a litter robot, then you know how massive this thing is. And no matter how cool looking it is, it can be kind of an eyesore depending on where it is in the house. And just picking a spot for it can be challenging itself. So these credenzas are for pet owners and litter robot owners who want to hide the litter box, especially if you have limited space. So the Coastal Credenza has this really nice white washed rustic look, which I love. It also has some brown and gray wood grain detail. It's super pretty. It's 43 inches long. It has a side opening for the cat. It has 3 magnetic clasp doors. So I just realized you could actually adjust these in case the door's sticking out a little bit. So it also has a small opening in the back to thread the cords through and plug the thing in. This credenza doubles as a TV stand. Full assembly is required, and it is very heavy. My apartment has more vertical space than horizontal space. I call it my cat tower. In other words, it's a good sized space for me, but I still need to be somewhat strategic about where I put my things to maximize the space I have and open up the room to make it look bigger than it actually is. I cannot stand clutter. It stresses me out. And trying to figure out where to put this giant spaceship somewhere it looks like it belongs is challenging. I don't have a spare room. I have 1 bathroom, a loft bedroom, a kitchen, a living room, and a balcony, a small balcony. Luckily for me, I needed a TV stand / entertainment center anyway, so for me, this credenza was the perfect solution. So Whisker has 2 credenzas, at least at the time that I got mine. There were 2 options on the website. It was the Coastal Credenza and the Corner Credenza. I specifically chose the Coastal Credenza over the Corner one because it looks better in my place. The whitewashed looks more neutral with some brown and gray in it, so it matches anything. Plus, I needed a TV stand, and it wouldn't make sense to put it in the corner because that's not where I wanted to put my TV. In comparison to the Corner Credenza, the price of the Coastal is $474. The Corner Credenza is $749. I'm not sure why they priced it so high. Maybe because it comes with shelves. I don't know. It's very pretty and it goes in the corner, so the side opening is pretty much hidden no matter where you put it. But in my opinion, and many others I'm sure, paying nearly $800 for a cabinet is a little outrageous. The Coastal Credenza is a little pricey too, but it's much less expensive at least. So let's talk about pros. This credenza is beautiful, it's multi-purpose, hides the litter box, it also doubles as a TV stand, plus you can charge your phone or your watch or anything else with the charging station it comes with, which is pretty neat. It's tall, but it's small enough for an apartment. So when talking about cons, obviously the price could be considered a con for sure. It's fully self-assembly. It's difficult to assemble. The heavy pieces make it difficult to do alone, but it is possible to assemble it by yourself. I did it. There are many instructions, and it is very, very heavy. Aside from that, one other major con is that the ends are not interchangeable, meaning the opening has to be on the left side and you can't change it, which kind of sucks because where I put it, the right side is facing the wall and the left is not. So it would make more sense to have the opening on the right side in my situation. It's not the biggest deal. I've had people over and they didn't even notice there's a litter box in there until I pointed it out. Maybe I should stop doing that. One con I forgot to mention is that you can't really pull this out when it's facing this direction because there's this little part of the frame that keeps it from being able to slide out. If I want to change the litter, I do have to turn it.
so I can.
So my final thoughts on this, I think the price is pretty high for a box that you have to put together yourself, but it is a very pretty box that solves the problem of finding a place to put the litter robot. It fits perfectly in my space and looks great with my personal style and the colors in the rest of the apartment. One change I think they could make that could really improve it is to make the sides, the ends, interchangeable so you can have the opening face whichever side works best for your space. I hope this has been helpful in helping you decide whether or not a credenza for your litter robot is something that makes sense for you and the space that you have. We want to hear from you in the comments if you also have a credenza for your litter robot and how you like it. Check out these reviews of other cat products you might find helpful and subscribe to stay in the know about the best kit for your cat.